be a big 20 in Link's house. You gotta start off the expectations low. Can't be nice and throw him boots at the very beginning or anything like that. Bob's
no,
sanctuary.
Alright, thanks.
Map of Myra and a blue
map.
goo in Link's house. Okay. Safety's already in play.
Oh boy. Too many safeties.
Everybody's running different directions too. You got 3 going up towards the beginnings of, I guess, Kessel back entrance.
Right. Uncle has 50 rupees. And Dr. Bobtastic is trying Houlihan.
Mushroom, do we have a fetch quest seed?
Do you want a fetch quest? Holy cow.
I swear, if you don't check the mushroom when you get it this early, it is going to badger you the entire seed. Yes, the puns are going to be coming.
Riff, you have to pick it up from the side or the back, I think. Sorry about that.
Yep, signpost you got to pick up from either the side or the back, because if you pick it from the front, you're going to read it instead. And that sign is a good weapon, as are bushes that DoctorBobtastic's showing off.
Alright, first
let's see what's in the tree.
Vanilla. And hearts from the crab.
So bombs might be at a premium here.
And what the heck was that? That was too quick.
Looked like a pile of bombs in the tree there. Wasn't able to get a good look on it.
Oh, it was a compass.
Oh, it's a compass there. BigDunka giving us a better look there.
And Bob is frozen.
Gonna hopefully click next slide on Bobtastic and see what the race game has. As the mushroom spot is just a single arrow.
And a key for Turtle Rock.
Back in the Thieves Hideout, yeah. Race game with a big 20, so seed is starting much slower than the 8 p.m. seed, which just had everything right at the get-go.
Time for our first checks of Kakariko.
And BigDunka's going the south route. Interesting. It didn't pay in the 8 o'clock race. Let's see if it does here. Was that a big key to Ganon's Tower for DoctorBobtastic?
I believe it was. I saw Ganon's Tower, but...
Yup, it was. Back of the bar. It is the big key for Ganon's Tower. No guessing game today, folks. Sorry. And apologize to our tracker Hefe, who didn't get his wish today from that. Moon Pearl in the chicken house.
Oh boy. So, fake flippers to Waterfall Cave, anybody? Was that Samaria on Library? I looked like Samaria to me.
Did not get a good look there. Went too fast for my eyes.
It was either Samaria or Red Rupee. Samaria! And that's gotta be Kane.
By God, it's gonna be Kane, but it's boots locked. Do I see a fetch quest chain from the middle?
Oh, what was in the well?
There's a red boomerang definitely in the well. DoctorBobtastic just picked that one up.
Goody. That's my favorite. Which one's your favorite, everybody? Red or blue boomerang?
I prefer red boomerang because it's magical.
Excuse me. My apologies.
Chat is saying that in this flurry of activity, we got a bow from the bottle vendor?
Oh my. Well, I guess we know what's not going to be trolling everybody today.
Yep, we've seen enough of that bow being on Laser Bridge. Definitely not happening today. Flute!
Well, I guess we're knowing what we're going to be doing here soon.
Yep, Dr. Bob's on the stream in the featured force, so it is definitely swag duck time once our featured audio feed from Lavan gets to that point as he picks up Ether.
I am the quacking duck, flying you to and fro. I have silly web feet, look at me go. Iron Mountain or Lake, flying you at your will. I do not charge a fee, but I still have a bill.
Well done, I couldn't get to my lyric notes in time.
I figured that's why I completed the song for you.
Yeah, when I was up in New York, I got a bit of a frog in my throat. I think we know where Jeremiah ended up.
Shoutouts to In the Name of DT. Also, I'm pretty sure that was not in sync with the music. And I think I forgot a verse. Oh well.
That's alright, we're math people, not music people.
Wait, don't those math people have music talent?
Yeah, as BigDunka picks up that bow.
Yep, I guess we did miss it. Oh, come on. Saying no to a red rupee when you're at 60, I don't know that I agree with that. Not when it's right there.
Well, maybe they're just planning on routing Zora in a bit later than usual.
I've just been burnt by it too many times. You know?
And BigDunka is going to go over to the ice cave and check that out while DoctorBobtastic and Lavan are dealing with the water gate.
And what's it? Dam? Dam heart.
Yep, sunken treasure's a heart. Lead, I think, is a little too early to call. Everybody's in that initial
Frozen
stage.
blueberries. Ooh, can I have those frozen blueberries?
I'm more of in a burrito mood, actually.
Of a what? I'm sorry, I missed that.
A burrito mood. The map's looking like burritos. And we'll see what's in Salad Shooter's attic as Dr. Bob is going for Mini Moldworm Cave.
And let's see, are you going to... You better check what the green pendant is. Like, that is not a thing.
Flippers, water those!
Yes, water those.
See, there's things you put on your feet that let you swim through water without having to do a glitch.
Skullwoods is the green pendant. Sorry about that. Important info for...
And the lamp is in the Mini Moldworm Cave.
Misery Mire key, which
Was
is
that a sword?
useless.
That was first sword, DoctorBobtastic in the mini mold room cave. BigDunka's about to get it, as is Kyle. Lavan going into Eastern without a sword. Interesting gamble.
And without lamp, I think. Huh. So he's, gonna be a hurting unit. I mean, I guess the dark rooms aren't that hard, at least in the front. Do you know any dark rooms, Ken?
The only dark room I can navigate is the one in Eastern Palace on the way towards getting where the vanilla big key would be. It is the only dark room I even have a hope of getting through. Well, I guess dark rooms because there's two of them side by side.
Yeah, I learned the old man cave first. And
that's probably the next one I'm going to learn because that is so essential in some runs just to get up there, and especially if you can access Eastern Mountain. But
like,
you don't have to worry about that.
It's a lot more tedious than it looks. It looks more tedious than it is. I can English, I promise.
A little divergence here in the overworld exploration as BigDunka is going in towards seeing what is in Zelda's chest.
Phrasing. Alright, so let's see. Mushroom, we already saw that. Right. That's what was there.
Yep, mushroom over in the uncle's chest. And LavanFirestorm is doing those darkroom stats that I was talking about earlier.
Nothing so far in escape. Let's see what's in Zelda's cell.
Lavan picked up a book in Eastern Palace. Pedestal check?
Oh, early ped check is always fun. Slash boring when it usually doesn't pay out.
Has, I think, less of a chance when Keysanity is in play, but always exciting to see it when it happens. 300 rupees in Zelda's chest.
I thought it was more of a chance in Keysanity. At least I would think it would be.
I don't know. I'm a mathematician, not a statistician. Two totally different fields.
And vanilla big key. Literal vanilla. Did you see that?
Yep, saw that. So, looks like Eastern might be getting a full... Oh, Lavan didn't buy the bow. Stop! Hammer time!
Hammer time!
That is huge.
Wow. I mean, but everybody's gonna get there soon with bow and lamp. You know what I mean? They can full clear it.
And Zora's Ledge is a small key that we saw from Kyle. That might come into play later. We'll see.
Alright, back of escape.
Chet saying gloves from Dunka, which is a necessary item to get into the very end of escape where he is now. And these three chests: heart container, compass for Thieves Town, and a piece of heart.
I could go for some pizza. How about you?
Pizza's good. I just got back from New York. I had a ton of that while I was up there. As Dr. Bob and Kyle both going into Castle, Dr. Bob going through the escape back versus Kyle going down towards Zelda's chest, where he will get a nice payday.
I can't. I mean, if somebody just handed you 300 rupees, would you say no?
Not, I'd probably be
$300.
spending it on blue goo, personally.
Somebody handed you $300 and said, "Here, no strings attached." I don't know that I'd be complaining.
No worries here. Hammer strats on the mini moldworm. That's something I can't pull off. And Dunka on the mountain.
It's really easy to do bomb strats once you've practiced it a little bit.
And Lavan happy to get that sword and lamp from Mini Moldworm Cave.
No, I'd be pretty salty if I were them. Given that he just checked Eastern, and he's going to be even more salty when he finds that bow at the bottle vendor.
Well, first 4 rupees are needed before that occurs. I'm gonna check east area of the lake towards the ice cave, and just gonna get some bombs here. Nothing major. We'll see what's on Spectacle Rock in a moment from BigDunka.
Where were flippers again?
Flippers were in Salad Shooter's back room.
Ah, right. That's why nobody else has gotten it. Okay, and we're not going to be seeing the awesome bomb jump, sad.
Small key on the top of Spectacle Rock. They're going to be a while till we have to get that, because that's mirror locked.
Have you seen the Spectacle Rock bomb jump?
No, that I have not.
I have a nice little setup for it, because it shouldn't be possible, but if you have yourself in the right spot in the wall, it will, I think the explanation was something like it pushes you down and out, so it pushes you the extra pixel it needs.
Okay, top 2 runners getting their flippers now and shortly. And the waterfall is 50 and a heart container.
Yep. I think we saw that earlier, didn't we?
Yep, just other runners are picking it up. Since everybody sort of went divergent a little bit at the beginning, everybody else is filling up.
Oh, I like this one. Water toes. Nice one, Sword Strife. That's a good one.
Yep, but the other piece of footwear is blocking access to a cane of Samaria, so we're definitely on the lookout for...
I mean, I have seen feeds where Samaria is not required. Now, in Keysanity, that is very unlikely because, I mean, that's blocking, is it 20 chests? Just in Mire and Turtle Rock alone, plus the 5 in Ganon's Tower, so 25 chests.
Yep, and those Ganon's Tower chests, oh, they control you.
Oh, that'd be awesome. / awful. You know what I want to... Oh, wait, I guess...
An essential item held by a pendant boss, but you have to go to Ganon's Tower to get the item to access that dungeon in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Alright, so let's speculate. So... let's see. See, one of these days, I want something in the chest before Trulldorn 2 to be required to go get the hook shot.
You're just mean.
I mean, that's why
I'm sorry, but you're just mean. As Kyle picks up the Book of Medora from the Eastern Palace vanilla compass chest.
That's why you've got to learn the hover struts.
Yeah, there are some people that can pull that off. Am I one of them? Oh, heck no.
I mean, I've got some surprises waiting for everybody in the Keysanity tournament when I play.
I mean, come on, that's like, what, 30 frame perfect inputs or something?
Oh, no.
I'm sure somebody in chat knows the exact number.
So you can do up to 30, I think, not including 30. holding A, then you have to release it, and then the frame after you release it, you have to press A again. And you can keep repeating this, and that's how you hover. Because it takes 2 frames to fall and 30 frames to dash.
And so as long as you keep doing every single frame, you don't actually fall. But that gap is so large, it must take like 30-something of those to actually get across. Everybody's pretty much taking the damage boost to get that Eastern Palace big key.
Drakus, you are free to join JTN in our attempts to make the trolliest plando ever.
Yup, the tools for it are not the best, but they're going to come out with better ones in version 28, so maybe some plando seeds after AGDQ?
Anyone want a Masteral seed? You know, the ones where you just want to pull your hair out and scream?
For me, that would be pretty much every seed. My personal best is just 3 minutes under 3 hours. Looks like Kyle is going to do a full clear of Eastern here and be followed right behind by BigDunka.
I mean, I can't blame him. It's a good play.
With this early a bow, it's definitely a good call.
Because it was vanilla, it was in its vanilla dungeon.
Yep, if you see a key or something for a dungeon inside of that dungeon, you typically will not see the text box pop.
I think with maps and compasses it still does, but with keys, no. And also, just fun fact, that is literal vanilla big key of Eastern Palace. And just 300 rupees, but a required crystal.
As Dr. Bob gets ripped off to the tune of 480 rupees. Good job, King Zora.
Ouch. Just ouch. That hurts.
Yep, and that was Crystal 1 to be exact, so it is not part of the duo needed for the Pyramid Fairy. Fun fact, you don't know what that dungeon item is going to be pendant or crystal-wise until you get the map of that dungeon. Then it'll open up on the overworld map. Likewise, if you get the compass for it, you get to see how many of the chests you've opened when you're in the dungeon.
You know, fun fact, I've noticed a little glitch in the easy mode at the very least of Keysanity, where it shows you the number of items and chests you've gotten anyway, even if you don't have the compass.
Oh, that's nice.
And I don't think that's intentional. I think that's just an accident that VTorp should probably fix. Shoutouts to VTorp. Without him, none of this would be possible. No, Sports Hefe, you're not supposed to be able to see it unless you have the compass. I don't know, you can ask him though.
Hobo, what are you doing with the map to Thieves Town? Do you know something we don't?
Yeah, you're not even in the right world. Like, why do you need that? Purple.
Maybe he's got a shadier past than we thought. Maybe that's why he's living under the bridge.
Oh yeah, I guess he was a thief and he must have, gotten caught and had to go live in seclusion.
Yep, the bow is at the bottle vendor. That is why Lavan hasn't bought it yet, because Lavan was low on funds when going through the village. Hopefully, we'll go back.
Okay, we're about to see our first desert check. And you can only get one item, but you can check another and get the desert ledge.
And it's a piece of heart. Now, is the eastern half blocked? Because they don't have the boots.
Well, it's Keysanity. They do not have either of the keys. Do they?
I don't think I've seen a Desert Palace key yet. But it was only a 5-hour upgrade anyway.
I know that there's... Oh, I guess he's just going out the right side entrance.
I know someone was checking Agnes Cave. It only had bombs in it, I believe. But Lavan might be heading that way next.
I think you're right about the bombs. Alright, let's see what this key is. It is... Oh. What? Oh, right, that's a glitch.
Yep, and chat mentioning the possibility of stealing the key from Upper Desert. That's always a risky move, because who knows where that other key could be.
That's... I mean, I hate to say it with my little experience, but I think it's fairly safe to say that is not a smart move unless you know, want to
And
pull
Duncan
off
gave
the
us a
biggest
flash of the
gamble.
Dark World map. Let's see, we got crystals in
Thieves
Thieves
and
Town.
Mire are normal crystals. Ice Palace is a 5/6 crystal.
Yeah, words. Can we get some hype for the hype cave, though? Let's see, 5 items. Let's see what we got.
Don't you mean Resident Sleepers in chat?
Hype cave has not really been living up to its name lately. There's a small key for Ice Palace there. And money and arrows.
You know, fun fact, you do not need any keys for Ice Palace if you can bomb jump.
Lavan buys the bow.
Oh, he cannot be happy about that. Alright, we're gonna find out what
Crystals
the other 5/6
are...
is.
Yep, the other one's Swamp Palace. Swamp Palace. So where's the small key, I wonder?
There's that glove. I don't know if that was the same one the other guy found. / girl. Sorry, Lavan, if you're a girl.
Don't think I've seen that from my end.
It was on Kyle's side, and it was the at least I think it was Kyle's side. Sorry, trackers, if I'm wrong. And it was in the sewer chest, the dark sewers.
Yeah, that was the one that was just picked up.
Yeah.
So the mitts, I guess, are the... Oh, thank you, chat. Yep, same one. Dunka's at the digging game. Let's see how many it takes. Seven digs for a big 20. Yeah, that's not worth it.
You know, I like to dig a little more for some rupees if I'm low, just so that I have, like, rupees because I'm a scrub and like rupees to be safe.
Safety potions are a nice thing to have. I won't refute that. Was that silver hours for Lavan?
Was it?
Value Woods living up to its name.
Alright, chat is confirming. Silver's in Skull Woods. Purple.
Value Woods living up to its name. I should hope to see crazy Ganon spins, hopefully. That's always fun to pull off.
Oh, I wanna see Master Sword Silver. Or actually, well, I guess nobody's not gonna find those silvers, but Master Sword Silvers is so fun.
Especially when Skullwoods is... Do we know what Skullwoods is? Yeah, it's a green pendant. There's another item after that, so adds a bit more of an appeal.
Yeah, sadly.
And Dr. Bob gets paid and a first crystal.
Yep.
Kyle continues the Dark World exploration and a big 20 from Stick Boy.
Can you even get the old versions of the randomizer, like before V7?
I don't know. I think I started playing on V4 back in the day. So yeah, I was one of the early ones. And some of those seeds were just, oh, I bad memories. Don't want to go there.
Soft locks are just bad.
No pedestal check yet, Trat. No pedestal check yet. The hype is still potentially there.
I imagine those days were filled with soft locks. I did not come to the randomizer seat until V18.
I didn't come to the community until the dailies started, but I was doing some casually on my own.
Oh, a P-Corp.
Duck is gonna go check it.
Oh,
let's see what the pedestal's got. Come on, Master Shovel. Triple boom, 3 bombs.
Did you have to spoil the surprise? You're like a second ahead of me.
Sorry.
Okay, pedestal hype is dead.
No Master Shovel for me today.
Soon.
I had to hype it up because if it was a Master Shovel, it was going to happen right there. It would be clipped and I would have it forever. But no, not today.
Well, you know, if you say it enough times, it'll happen. Probably.
Yeah, I've been saying it for almost a month now.
I mean, was it Rick? I think it was Rick. He's been commentating for both tournaments, and he just finally got his first pedestal required seed he was commentating for, like, a month ago. So, yeah, it can take a while, but it'll happen eventually.
Weird thing here is I don't think anybody's turned in the mushroom yet.
I think you're right. Maybe they've forgotten.
I mean, you've got the flute. It's easy enough. Just flute to 2 in the middle of another run, and you're good.
You know, I had it once where I picked...
Never mind. Restinator, correct me. It was junk.
Oh. I had it once where I got the mushroom, and then shortly thereafter, before I clicked on it, I got the powder, and I just totally forgot I had mushroom, and I thought it was a soft lock seed for like an hour, and I went double checking literally everything else.
Yeah, if you're new to the randomizer and you have to access another item that's in the same position of your menu, hit the Y key and that will toggle between things like the shovel and the flute, the mushroom and the powder, and so on.
It's sad because I wasn't new. This was like 3 months after I started randomizer. It was just like, wow, well, that's never happening again.
Gibbidos without a fire rod. This is annoying. The way chess game works is, I believe when version 7 came out, they always put the key item in the second chest you open. So it's no longer an chance.
First or second.
Dr. Bob is the second one to pick up a Master Sword in Thieves Town.
Have they really? Sports Hefe? Well, that's good to know. At least I'm not the only one it's ever happened to. You know, my favorite is when, like, a big key is sitting in an inaccessible spot and it's like, is this a swamp big key or is this like, I don't know, Eastern Palace big key?
Runner count, I believe, chat is in the mid-30s. Battle in the C-shaped house for Kyle. It's his second.
So, is there any hope for an Agassiz? I don't think there is. Nope. So, yeah.
Not because they don't have Dark World access, and not because of the tree, because there's no big item there. So yeah, Aga 1 is definitely done for.
So no pet and no Aga. Boo.
Well, we got one of them earlier, so good on the day.
Hashtag reroll the seed.
This seed's been okay. I wouldn't reroll this seed.
Oh, sword!
Sword? We see a third sword?
Oh, I guess I just missed that. Sorry, chat.
4 screens is a lot to look at.
Yeah. Yes, this is true.
Especially when, in my case, you have a second monitor on a slight lag on the same stream, so in case you miss something, it can pan over and catch it there. So, yeah, 8 screens.
You do the same thing I do. Oh, you know, when I track, though, I not only have the restream and the stream up, I also have the runner's streams up so that in case I miss something on the tracker.
Yeah, I don't have that many monitors. 3 is nice, but not enough. One thing I'm also doing, for those who joined late, I'm keeping a log, hopefully, of where everything was found, so in case the question comes up, I can read those off. Pyramid is a small
The
key for Misery Mire.
Now, fun fact, you can full clear Misery Mire with no small keys whatsoever. And no glitches.
And almost every Keysanity I have seen, Mire has trolled to some level.
I have seen multiple vanilla Samaria dungeons.
Lantern was in Mini Moldworm Cave along with the first sword.
Why are we linking cross-product stream? The heck? Oh, I guess for the tracker. So what trolls are left? How could we possibly get...
Powders yet to be found. Shovels yet to be found. The 2 invincibility and vulnerability items yet to be found. BigDunka's going into Aghanim's tower.
You know what I want? I want powder in the chest before Moldworm 2. And I want hookshot at Magic Bat.
Just so you have to abort and go back.
That
it's evil.
And just to like have, and I want Samari, or I want boots to be closely available too, so that you can just like, so that you know when you see that powder and you see that hook shot, it's like I could have fake powdered.
Well, thank you for that comment, Jay Steele. Yeah, if you want people who can brainstorm the most trolley seeds, I think you got the best 2 here. We were actually working on a Plando before the holidays hit. We had some ideas, we never got it finished though.
Well, aren't we gonna continue? I didn't realize that was like... I thought that was just on hiatus for the holidays.
Yeah, we'll probably get back on it next week. Duncan and Kyle going up the pyramid. They're going to be a little disappointed there with a Mire key.
Yeah, Mire keys are... Well, I wouldn't want to say completely useless, because if you have one, it makes routing slightly nicer, but yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have to go hunting for that first crystal switch all the way around the backside.
No, you can do it without that. You just have to do like a little extra walking in the main room. But we have bow.
Yep,
That's
Bottle
the thing.
Vendor had the bow, so unlike earlier today, no trolling bow. As Duncan and Kyle still in the same wavelength, they're going to pod because bow and hammer means that is a full clear.
Yep. Oh, and you know what else? The nice thing is, if you have bow and hammer, it's slightly out of the way, but in my opinion, totally worth it in Keysanity. You can skip the first key door.
Yep, because you can go around the back side and hit those hammer pegs to jump down that ledge.
Exactly. So that is why, with hammer jump, you can full clear pod and 4 small keys and a big key. Of course. Novella, I like how you think. What do you think, JTN? Could we make that happen?
Oh, we could totally make that happen. I mean, no, we absolutely can't make that happen. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, you're right. Of course we can't. I'm not Wizrope or anything. I'm actually not Wizrope, but you know, I'd like to think I control even harder than he can.
Trolldorm is the expert at trolling. Speaking of which, how many falls you think we're going to have to Trolldorms today?
I'm gonna go with 10.
10? I'm going to say 2.
You're too nice.
Well, we don't know if Hera is required or not. That might take out one whole Trolldorm fight. And it's on the smaller platform where you have more of a likelihood of falling off.
I want 10 on the same person and it not to be required.
Wow. And the adversary says 0. No falls to Trolldorm.
Mitts!
Mitts? Oh, that's huge. We're wondering where those were for a while.
Almost in sync mitts, too. You know, troll seeds are only bad when you're the one playing them. When you get to watch them, it's even more fun.
And I was about to say it's been a while since we found an item. Mirror! Wow! Pod paying off again.
Wow, Link's reflection is so shiny, and that's gotta be the mirror.
Still looking for those boots to unlock the red cane. Okay, honestly, at this point, Duncan and Kyle have been on the same wavelength for way too long. And now Lavan and DoctorBobtastic are syncing up?
I mean, how many mirror spots are there, though? Not that many.
Well, there's Cave 45 south of Haunted Grove. You have the cave north of the graveyard. You've got top of Turtle Rock there with that Swamp Palace small key. Uh-oh. There are a few, but when they pay off like that, are we going to see an early swamp dive from our top 2 runners? Duncan, Kyle going into Hera. Yep, they're just synced up the whole way.
A little off sync now.
Maybe you should go get a coffee break, as our top two are going to go into the first tile room. We'll see if they get their coffee break.
You know, I have a nice setup for this. Like, everybody has these fancy, and BigDunka is doing it. Like, everybody has these fancy setups, and it's like, just place a bomb and you have so much extra time.
You have a lot more extra time if you have the boots, but oh wait, we don't have those yet.
Watching they show up now.
Well, they're not going to show up now because it has to be a small key ahead to unlock the top of the tower.
Oh.
Or is it the big key?
Well, wait, why? This is Keysanity.
Right, keep forgetting that. See what happens when you watch too many of these scenes, they start blending together.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Big 20. The Hera dream is over. As they both switch to hammer. Wait, one. No. Yep, they're going the same way.
Wow.
Oh, and this is lovely. Lavan and Bobtastic are both on the mountain. Looks like they're all four runners are going to be following the same route, just a little behind each other.
Wow, this is something else.
Oh, it gets even better. Look at the four trackers. I believe they are entirely in sync.
Wow. And we have Resident Sleeper Cave. Or whatever you want to call this thing. I guess there's two Resident Sleeper Caves.
I call Spiral Cave a very long walk when you don't
Watch it be boots.
Nope, to small key to Desert Palace. Or
Dark Palace. Now that's nice. Dark Palace keys are always welcome. Except, you know, when you cleared it and then you find another key and it's like, well, I could have completely avoided the hammer jump.
Ooh, Paradox Cave, 7 items here, 2 on bottom / top. Oh, big key to Dark Palace. And then, of course, the 5 on top / bottom, depending on... Well, it's Paradox Cave for a reason.
So, how many bomb jumps do you know? Do you know all of them?
I think there's 2 that people use in Ice Path. Whoa, hook shot!
The hook shot! Alright, so... Oh, we could do Dark Death Mountain too, I think.
They've got the mitts, so they can pull that rock up and get into Dark World. And with Hookshot now available, Hookshot Cave is available. This could be huge. This could be the break we've been waiting for.
Yep. Alright, let's see. And they're doing it. I saw green... Oh, we knew that already. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
Super Bunny is next on the Death Mountain World Tour. Interesting. Kyle goes with hookshot strats, and Dunka go with mirror strats to get rid of those blocks.
I always prefer the mirror because I'm such a scrub that I can't get the hook shot to work.
Ditto. Small key to Dark Palace, and piece of heart from Super Bunny.
Are those the first 2 pod keys that we've found?
I am not sure. There's so much to keep track of in Keysanity.
Like, I'm keeping track and I haven't seen any others.
I don't recall seeing any others. Let's see what BigDunka's map reveals. Anything new?
Okay, it was Quake on Turtle Rock, everybody. Trackers.
Quake for Turtle Rock, which we have not seen, and Turtle Rock, we don't know what's there. Beautiful.
I mean, it's V27 and its Keysanity. Like, it's gonna have something.
Hookshot Cave got some piece of heart action, little money, a regular boomerang. Wow.
It also had another small key to pod.
As pod gets more and more tempting every time.
I mean, I like to avoid it until I have 4 small keys and a big key. And hammer and bow. Because then you can just full clear it and everything's happy. Oh, we're seeing the mire area.
Wait a minute. Is BigDunka going to Spike Cave? Ooh, Spike Cave. Get the hype going. I think there's going to be something big here.
There's just one slight problem, and that is that it is out of logic.
But there is that potion that was picked up way earlier that'll make it possible to do, and it looks.
Oh yeah, it's just still out of logic because they don't have a cape or a cane of Berna.
All that for a piece of heart, and the shed outside Misery Mire also equally worthless.
Let's see what checkerboard has.
Powder!
Powder indeed. Okay, so
Fetch quest.
How about shovel at chest before Troll Dorm?
I could dig that.
Well, my hook shot dream is dead. How about this? They don't find another sword, and one of the swords is in the shovel spot, and the shovel is before Troll Dorm 2. Or actually, in validation chest. Yeah, let's go with that. And then Tile Room has boots, which leads to Samaria, which leads to right side Ganon's Tower. Having something that's required. Which actually I guess isn't possible anymore. Oh well, we can still have boots in Tile Room, right?
Tile Room hype is still alive. Pod has a red pendant. There we go. Did see that from the map. Wasn't able to see much of the rest, but we know that Pod is a pendant dungeon.
Yes, Iskeron is correct. Just 100 rupees on Graveyard Ledge. I have seen that troll way too many runners. Hashtag poor Parisian.
I've seen some big items there too. It's definitely not one you want to skip over. I might have been one of those people once.
So Parisian, what happened with him is that, and we're not trying to put Parisian down because I feel very bad for him. He's my friend. You can actually get to that just by walking with no like boots or Titan's mitts. But he did not know this, and it had the mitts, and there were no boots accessible, and it was the only progression.
Yup. It's a very convoluted path to walk, but you can get there. And another thing to keep in mind, if you do Swamp Palace and you have the hook shot early, don't drown the key. That first key over on the left path, make sure you pick it up before you flood the room. Otherwise, you have to leave the dungeon, leave the screen the dungeon's on, which resets the water, and do it all over again.
I just had that the other day, and I think it was yesterday, and it was the first time I'd ever done it. And I knew instantly. And it's like, ugh. And I just pulled out the mirror and I left because I knew what to do. It's just like, really? Did I just do that?
That was a safety that was added into the rando as Lavan goes through the Spike Cave for naught.
And it looks like BigDunka did not flood the key. Fun fact,
runners all over the place again.
BigDunka has made a Keysanity tracker that's an awful lot like Cross Products, but it's a Keysanity tracker.
And also, if you notice, BigDunka was almost on top of that fire snake. It's only the front of the fire snake you have to worry about where the hitbox is.
Yeah, what's with hitboxes in this game? Seriously.
It's a thing. Kyle is going to knock down some pegs and see what's in what is normally a piece of heart location as Jeremiah starts getting the world tour. And there's a single rupee. Wow.
Well, the problem, chat, was that it was a Keysanity seed. And it turned out something was required on the left side anyway.
All right, Breadsmiths, what occupation do you have today?
Watch it be vanilla.
Heartsmiths. Okay.
Oh, we're about to see the bat. All right. What's Bat gonna have for us today? It is
Big key. Tarahera. Oh, are they gonna go back up to the mountain now?
Man, it's so rough with Keysanity though, because you get so many breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs that all turn into red herrings as Kyle picks up the lunchbox. BigDunka skipping over the big chest of swamp, because I believe swamp is one of the few dungeons you actually do not need the big key to finish.
Okay, so you do not need the big key period for swamp or Skullwood. Ice Palace, you can skip it if you know the Ice Palace bomb jump.
So those of you building Plandos, keep these things in mind to be maximally trolly.
Everywhere else, I think big key is absolutely required to beat the dungeon. At least in minor glitches. I do not know major glitches. Although I do believe I've heard Pod can be beaten with major glitches without the big key.
Only major glitch I know of is Death Mountain Descent.
I've done a few scrub route of any percent. And I know the mirror clip to a Mimic Cave, and that's it. Like, I know EG and I know mirror clip. Also, I'll add that there was the Desert Palace key in Swamp in the waterfall room.
Lunchbox just had lunch money.
Yep. I mean, that's fitting, right? I mean, he needs his lunch.
Bombo's tablet is a big 50.
Are you serious, Silverfire? Wow. That's weird. What? What just happened on BigDunka's screen? Did Arius just, like, steal back his little puff?
No, there was nothing out of the ordinary there, I don't think.
I've never seen that. Big key to Ice Palace.
Ice Palace. No fire rod, no bombos. Can't access that yet.
You know, it was funny the other day. Everybody was calling go mode, and I looked at the tracker, and it's like, how are they supposed to, you know, get past the first room of Ice Palace without bombos or the fire rod?
It's accessible. It's not completable.
It was a
dead
crystal.
stuff. Yeah.
It was a crystal dungeon, and everybody was calling go mode. It's like, no, it's not quite go mode yet. Not just yet.
All right, so we're at about the 1 hour mark. Time to do some summaries here, I think. Each of our runners is sort of tracking everybody else's previous routes.
Question in chat was, where was Mirror?
I'm actually going to do a full run through of the Y and A button items that have been found so far. Bo is at the bottle vendor. Silver arrows in the woods. Well, first chest if you follow the typical route. Blue meringue was in Hookshot Cave. Red meringue was Kakariko Well. Hookshot in Paradox Cave. Mushroom at the Uncle's Chest. Ether was in Thieves' Hut. Lamp in Mini Moldworm Cave. Hammer in Eastern Palace Big Chest. Flute in Thieves' Hut, book in Eastern Palace Compass Chest, bottles we have found in Link's house and the C-shaped house, mirror in the Pod Crystal room where you have those dudes that love to knock you off the platform. Glove and mitt are the dark room of escape and the Pod Key chest that's opposite the fairy room. Flippers were at Salad Shooter's place. The Moon Pearl was in the Chicken House, and our swords were Mini Moldworm Cave and Thieves' Town.
Wow.
That took a lot longer to read than I thought I would.
I mean, there's a lot of Y and A buttons. Or Y and... Wow. Okay, apparently I have more than one Y and A button assigned. No, I don't. Don't listen to me. I'm not cheating, I swear.
Even though I am a teacher, chat, no, there will not be a quiz later. I am still on vacation.
Teaching's fun.
Yeah, I like it. I like the vacations even more.
I like the energy students bring when they just like ask questions. But we're getting off topic.
We are. Speaking of questions, chat, where do you think those boots are?
Validation chest. Oh wait, but that can't be.
Keep in mind they do block the
that can't be
the red
anyway.
cane.
That can't be because Meyer's a crystal.
Ped has been checked. Ped is dead. The breadsmiths are dead. Nike store has boots. That is true. They're not the boots we're looking for, though.
I wonder if they have any nice boots. I doubt it.
I think Aghanim's tower, only the first chest was actually checked. Ooh, second chest of Aghanim's tower?
I have not seen a castle tower key. Now, I may have missed it, but I have not seen one.
I believe Swamp has been full checked except for the big chest. And 2 of our players are in there. Oh, come on, Hefe. Back a pod. There's 14 chests there. You're taking the likely way out. It makes sense to do that.
I mean, 13 items right now because they only have 3 small keys.
Yeah, so it's almost entirely accessible.
Yeah, just not the boss. Or, unless you want to skip another. I don't know. If you have one less than the required amount, but it's a dungeon like pod, do you skip a key door or do you...
Where do you make that gamble, essentially? Do you go for where more chests are, or do you go for where you know a key is going to be to go further? It's a tough decision. But there was the last Keysanity that I did commentary on. There were 3 pod keys in pod.
I did a race, not a race, I just did it one casually, like a week ago, and I I forget what it was. GT Big Key, I think it was. And I knew it was, or no. Oh wait, no, it was silvers, and I misgrubbed, and I can't do silverless. So yeah, and I didn't want to learn. And so the Gannon told me it was a pod, and I had 3 small keys. And I can hammer jump just fine.
By the way, if you're thinking about Gannon's Tower Big Key, it's already been found. The dream is dead. No dicing game today.
Yeah, I think it was in Tavern, right?
Yep, back at Tavern.
But, so I went to Pod, and I full cleared everything but the boss. Guess who had the silvers?
Helmasaur King with the silvers. Yeah. Such a trolley seed.
And I had to go digging through the entire rest of the world looking for the dang key.
If I had to, I don't know really, chat, who is really in the lead. Zora was a big 20, so you got ripped off 480. And in terms of a lead, I guess it would be BigDunka just based off the fact that Dunka has more dungeons cleared. However, I wouldn't say it's a big lead because of the fact that there's a lot of overworld that Dunka hasn't checked that other runners have. So
Wait,
I would say it's close at this point. Chat was wondering who was in the lead.
What did Blimey forget?
I don't think Desert Ledge was anything worthwhile.
Well, I mean, seeing as nobody picked it up, I don't think. Oh. Oh boy. Alright, so we only know where one medallion is. Do we know what? Oh, Bombos. Okay, so the one medallion we have is completely unrequired.
And at the hour 6 minute here, we have a total, unfortunately, of 3 forfeits. The first just too exhausted to start, and someone just getting stuck by the seed. So it's the downside of these later games. Sometimes you just don't have the perseverance or the awakeness to get through it all.
And we have another person who's saying they're stuck. Oh dear.
Kyle, trying the big chest jump and not working out.
You know, I don't like doing that one, even though I know it, just because it's so...
Because you don't just have to clear the pit, you also have to clear the switches that move the floor.
Yeah.
So our bottom 2 are working on Argus. Oh no, Dr. Bob! Oh, fall to Argus. Oh, that's so costly. As BigDunka taking on Trolldorm. With how fast Trolldorm's moving, he has the boots.
He must have messed up the setup. Like, if you do 4 spins, I think it is, or else it's 3, then Trolldorm never...
He had Bombos.
There we go. Okay, that's Ice Palace entrance and full clearable. Yep,
A little risky, though. I definitely want to have a potion of some kind on hand for magic, because we haven't found the half magic yet. Bombosing is expensive.
Yep,
that's exactly what Dunka's doing.
And we have found 1 small key and 1 big key, so I think that means that you can full clear ice. Even, in logic. Because he has hammer, hook shot, bombos. Yeah, he can full clear.
Bombos is not always needed for a cold stare because, well, you either need Fire Rod or Bombos for this first room of Ice Palace as well as cold stare. I think it takes 8 shots of a Fire Rod, so if you have Fire Rod, it will, I believe, without half magic, eat up your entire magic meter.
I once had to do Fire Sword, Green Mail, Bombos only, single magic, Ice Palace, full clear.
In my opinion, there's only one boss that is worth doing on Fighter Sword, and that is the one that doesn't matter what sword level you have, and that being Blind, who we have not seen yet.
No, this was required. And I literally
And
just...
that would make me not forfeit.
I took the SD card out, put it in the computer, threw it in the recycle bin, the seed, and happily watched as it disappeared.
It looks like Kyle's got the same idea as BigDunka, getting that blue potion and going probably to Ice Palace.
I mean, if you can full clear a dungeon in Keysanity, it is a good idea.
Yep, double dips are time consuming. And Ice Palace does have one vanilla big key, as we just saw. Oh, right, came off an enemy. Those don't get shuffled. Never mind. The big bomb jump, BigDunka making it look real easy.
It is if you practice it enough. Like, you just get the timing down.
Timing and the positioning.
Well, that's what the timing is for. You just like learn how long to hold down and then you release it.
As once again, it's been a while since we found an item for our trackers to add.
Poor trackers. Like, it's rough when there's nothing except dungeons for, like, a while. It really is. Like, I'm not complaining, I love tracking, but it can be rough.
As Lavan begins the Trolldorm fight, everybody seems to be going with the Master Sword spin strats with this fight.
Well, I mean, for the...
Oh, there's the first Trolldorm fall.
Oh, no. Well, at least it wasn't the center hole. Boots! What are those?
Boots? What?
An Ice Palace.
Oh, that is huge.
And this, guys, is why you always do Ice Palace if it's full clearable.
See, now, to answer your question, those are these pieces of footwear that let you move really fast that are kind of essential in the library to get a... By God, it's gonna be Kane! And Quake in Ice Palace, isn't that what we need for Turtle Rock?
Yep. So we have access to both Mire and Turtle Rock. And I think that Mire is full clearable? Yeah. Wait, do we have the big key? No, we do not have the big key of Mire. Never mind. We can do everything except for Biddy and the big chest.
But, like another Keysanity I saw that I think I was commenting with somebody running this one, I've seen a vanilla Misery Mire Big Key as BigDunka picks up third bottle in Ice Palace.
Okay, that fairy sure is a nice pickup in Ice Palace. I'm not gonna lie. I like my safeties. Safeties are very nice. And it looks like everybody except for Bob is going to get their cane soon because they're all in ice.
Yep, once they finish Cold Stare, that's probably going to be their next destination.
Okay, please no Cold Stare deaths. We're on Greenvale, I know, and we're kind of not nice health, but please.
Best strategy for Cold Stare, I would say, is just try to knock them in the upper right corner, just like BigDunka is doing. Keep all three together and maximize your efficiency.
I mean, it's just so painful, but it's, even Master Sword. I mean, no safeties, Master Sword.
Oh, it can be worse than this.
What?
Well, they do have the hammer, so hammer would actually deal, I think, more damage in this case. But imagine a boss Randomizer and you put this in the bottom of Ganon's tower.
Oh, but why would that be bad?
Ice physics with that fight? No, thank you.
Oh, oh, I like how you think.
See, my Plandos are evil, just they're a different flavor of it.
We really need to collaborate more. I just take the best of everything Speed Gaming chat I have ever seen.
Oh, Aces High, I like how you think. Cold Stare and the Trolldorm 2 fight. No places to dodge.
Oh.
And by God, BigDunka is finally going to pick up the cane.
Sir, I believe if you read the fine print, I believe that has got to be Kane. I don't remember quite how that goes, but close enough.
And getting that cane means, of course, it's straight to Meyer afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Although Kane actually, in this case, has absolutely no meaning because you can't get to Biddy anyway. I mean, actually, wait.
Good use of a fairy by Kyle there.
Where's the pod, big keyboard? I guess if you can hover, can you skip the boss key?
No, the boss room is big key locked. I know that for a fact.
I was gonna say, I just realized it's wait, could you hover to skip the boss key? But no. Oh no, somebody died, I guess? Why is somebody saying F? Okay, sure.
Kyle took a death to Cold Stare, but had a fairy.
Ah.
Meyer not paying out so much just yet. Oh, and doing these lamps without a fire rod is so annoying. But BigDunka's got it in time. Can take a little bit of a coffee break while he opens up the way to the Vanilla Big Key location. Sorry.
You know, we have 3 Turtle Rock keys.
Three's enough to do it. It's not enough to full clear with 4, but
no,
3 is enough.
No, because we don't have the boss key. But I'm thinking that wouldn't it be funny if we have a I don't know. Let's say vanilla big key and a small key in the big chest. And
I think I've seen
required.
that before.
Because who wants to do Turtle Rock? And both Fire Rod and Ice Rod are in there.
Misery Mire having yet another small key to pod.
Oh, well, there's the full clear pod. We now have everything we need to full clear pod.
Yay, another $300 in Mire. And there's the 4th bottle in Mire.
What was that to? That's nice.
They've been applying the hammer strats to Cold Stare.
You know, I just don't trust myself with hammer strats on a boss that heals so much.
That hitbox is just horrible. Yeah, I can't do that. Oh no!
Did he die? Oh!
But added fairy, okay. It's our second runner burning the fairy in that fight.
You know, that's why that fairy was there,
and going to spin strats for safety. Good call.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Doesn't spin strats do the exact same damage as the hammer?
Now, when I look at a open seed, not necessarily a Keysanity, and I see that somebody has found all 4 bottles, that is usually a sign that the seed is one of the most trolly possible. I don't know how much of an indicator that would be in a Keysanity, because normally you have to check so many more locations.
Yeah, you pretty much have to full clear Keysanities, almost.
There's a small key to Ganon's Tower in the dark areas of Dark Palace, so don't have to worry about that either for Ganon's Tower. You can just go straight up top.
Yep, we have the big key and we have a small key. Although, you know, we could always have a required double dip.
We are missing both rods, and we don't know what's in Turtle Rock, pendant or crystal-wise, so that is still a possibility. I'm surprised also we haven't found any shields yet. As Kyle picks up the fighter's shield, or Fisher Price shield, depending on how you think of it, in the Dark Palace maze.
You know, something I learned the hard way, everybody. If you hammer jump in Keysanity, do not go through the upper door the opposite way because you will still use a key.
Just warp back. Don't open that door. It becomes unnecessary. You know, like the one in the middle of the basement of Ganon's Tower.
No, like you will still use the small key even though you're going from the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing. And yeah.
Just like the one from that first branching room in Misery Mire, you have that locked door in the top right corner. That's another one you don't usually have to open because you can access the other side via another way. Don't ever open that door unless you know you have an abundance of keys to begin with.
Yeah.
Lavan using the big bomb. Let's see what the Pyramid Fairy has today. And before the stream started, we saw DoctorBobtastic doing. By God, it's the other Kane!
And another small key to Dark Palace. So you could actually skip he could actually skip hammer jump.
But before the Kane of Brian interrupted me, was saying, saw Dr. Bob before the stream began, was practicing this bomb jump.
Sports FA, I have only seen 5 small keys to pod. Where was the 6th? Thank you, Oofle, for the sub. Welcome to the Speed Gaming family.
Everybody's in a different area now. Dr. Bob is going to pick up his Fisher-Price shield. As Kyle takes down the Helmasaur King, BigDunka's opening up the pyramid, going to be happy with what he finds in there. And Lavan going to the Catfish for a big 20.
Desert is full clearable, and pod was just a red pendant. Alright, so we can now full clear desert. Oh, that's nice. Oh, was King's Tomb, oh. Oops. Apparently I missed King's Tomb having a small key to pod. Oh, hey, and Kyle's actually doing what I said. Now that he has a small and big key.
And we are at 31 of 34 racers remaining at this point. Almost an hour 30 in.
Jeez, this has been I don't want to call it trolly, but it's just not been pleasant.
It's been awkward, I'd say that. Awkward, definitely.
You know, I'd almost call this trollier than a pedestal seed at this point. Like, at least if it's a pedestal.
It can be that way. In my tracking list, I forgot to note where Powder was. Was it in Checkerboard Cave?
I think so, yes.
So if for some reason we hit 2 hours, I'll give another item read off at that point.
Oh,
Hope
boy.
it doesn't get to that point.
Okay, so what do we... Oh, I guess we don't know what the last pendant
Oh, and that wasn't a small key in the dark room of pod. It was the compass for Ganon's Tower. Completely useless.
Oh. Let me get rid of that off my list.
And by God, that's the third red cane!
Alright, let's see if Lamos is a pendant or a crystal, and that'll determine what everything else is. No.
I'm surprised we haven't found a third or fourth sword yet.
I have respects for anybody who can hit the stupid landmolars with a silver arrow.
I had to fight him once with an ice rod, and A dot forfeit followed because, yeah, I can't.
Tempered sword, and we have a crystal, so that means the turtle rock is a pendant.
Tempered sword from the Landmolas? Yep, looks like it.
Oh. JTN. We have a very interesting situation here.
Wait a minute. Are the key counts correct?
What do you mean?
Do we have enough small keys where I can, or are we just item-wise ready for that time of the race?
Let's see. Meyer doesn't require any small keys. We do not have a Thieves Town big key.
Okay, so I'll just get my voice ready for when we find that big key. And
we
listeners,
also don't have
once that big key is found, if you're on the headset, you might want to lower the volume a little bit.
We also don't have a Meyer big key.
So I don't think you've even gone into Thieves Town yet, to my knowledge. Some people might have checked the first floor chests.
I saw first floor, yeah. Yeah, what Sports Cafe said.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if one of those is on Laser Bridge.
Oh, here's what I want. I want Fire Rod on Laser Bridge with both keys in the Fire Rod lock section. Yes, I'm evil.
And we're not currently seeing any new information on screen as everybody's tracking each other's steps.
Oh wait, no.
Is Kyle going into Aghanim's tower? Does he have both keys?
I want one of them to be in the Fire Rod lock section, then I want one on Mothula. Or no, better yet, Shirasha.
Cashing in the green pendant?
Yes.
Could be. I like to see something big in Dig spot, just like the last race. Now, where that shovel is, no idea.
And we have we already found that.
Helmasaur has the big key of Desert Palace. That's probably where BigDunka's going next. Gonna be happy with what he finds on Landmolas.
Unfortunately, at this point, I think no matter what happens with the layout in GT, I think we're gonna be able to full clear. Oh wait, no, we still don't have go mode. We still won't have go mode because we need a GT small key.
Right. So, chat also mentioning something where Kyle has not done Spike yet. Spike Cave was a dud. It was just a piece of heart there. The big key at Bumper Cave has not been checked. We don't know where the cape is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I love this. Chat,
Required cape is something I am always happy with.
I mean, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 big keys that it could be. So Pod, no, Skullwoods and T-Row.
Cape might be required because it's blocking a big key on Bumper Cave's ledge. Now, the Ganon's Tower small keys could be inside the basement of Ganon's Tower also.
No. Here's what I want. I want them to not find one, and then for it to be in the chest before the what do you call it? Validation chest. Before that one. Chest before that. Chest before Moldorm 2. Pedestal hype is dead.
Yeah, pedestal is worthless. It's just 3 bombs.
I mean, Fire and Ice Rod can still always be in Turtle Rock Lightyear. It's funny though, this is one of those seeds, and I do not like these seeds, where Fire Rod is not required. And I, at least, do not know how to do the torch room puzzles without.
Because Skullwoods is not required, nor is Turtle Rock, and those are the only two places you would need it. Nowhere is it required for Ganon's Tower, necessarily. There are places where it can be used, but it's not necessary if you don't have to go down that route of the basement.
I mean, yeah.
I always thought you needed one Ganon's Tower small key from the basement to proceed upstairs.
You do. You need a big key and a small key. Well, I mean, we could be evil and say that, how about 4 small keys of GT past the Fire Rod lock section, and Fire Rod is, I don't know, tile room?
The tile room appeal is enticing. Oh, put the shovel there and put it at the dig spot.
Oh man, you and that master shovel. What do you love so much about shovel?
It's just such an out-of-the-way area.
Okay, I guess that's a fair point. Oh, BigDunka is making the play, maybe? Question mark?
Oh yeah, there is a easy-to-access key in the basement of Ganon's Tower. Thank you for that, chat. So yeah, the small key for Ganon's Tower isn't really a big issue. It's easy.
All right. Right. Because you can just, snag one and say bye-bye. They really need to randomize those.
Here we go, BigDunka inside a Turtle Rock. First chest, just a big 20. And thankfully, since he has the compass, we can follow along and see how many of those chests, 12 of them, second largest for a dungeon, by the way, have been opened. And Kyle is currently opening Turtle Rock. Will be following in BigDunka's footsteps yet again.
Chain chomps, please.
Big key for Meyer. Uh-oh.
Oh boy. That's one of them.
Which, does that mean that the big key locked by the cape is Thieves' Town? Can we deduce that at this point?
No, because we still have Swamp, Skullwoods, Thieves' Town, and T-Rock. Big keys still at large.
Okay, so still have multiple big keys outstanding.
But I mean, Swamp Palace 1 and Skullwoods 1 are not required, but they still could be that one.
About to see the vanilla big key chest in Turtle Rock. It's just a big 20.
Why am I being accused of being high?
I think it might just be because our brains are sort of all over the place with everything going on here. I'm trying to brainstorm where the last things can be.
That's a fair point. And for the record, no, I am, I'm just always this trolly.
Hour 40, still not go mode yet, but getting pretty close. item-wise, we're there.
We are just one Thieves Town key away, big key from go mode.
Why is it the Thieves Town Big Key? Is there something that we know that's in that dungeon we need? Oh, right, a crystal. Never mind.
Oh my. And I'm the one.
I blame the jet lag.
Oh dear. I'm a seasoned traveler. I'm used to sleep deprivation and all other sorts of problems that come from traveling. Alright, we got the Meyer Big Key. I forgot about that. Now we're gonna go check the big chest and Biddy.
We can give Meyer that full clear now, get the crystal, and then Thieves Town is the only crystal dungeon left for the runners that are in the lead right now.
How about a vanilla dungeon? Oh wait, no. Never mind. Can't get to the back half of Thieves Town without the big key.
Big chest, and they're just a big 20.
And he needs to go hit that switch. That is the worst part of re-entering Meyer, is that you have to hit the switch again.
Yeah, but if you've opened that door on the left side, the switch is a lot easier to get to than the one where you go up and around the whole way.
Up and around all the way? What?
You know, from that first big room where everything branches off, you go up that first path, it curves left, and you hit a crystal switch up in the top area.
No. I don't think. I don't know. Mage Rage, I really could have done without that mental image.
Yeah, that mental image definitely no good. Sorry. Alright, chat. You think entrance rando is bad? I agree, it is worse than this. But just imagine entrances that have been decoupled from their exits. That is the worst.
Yep. Especially when you throw in the light world, dark world fake stuff. Which I think they call madness, I want to say.
Madness, insanity, whichever it is, I don't know off the top of my head. But we're going to see some Silver Arrow strats against Vidian. Oh no, Dr. Bob goes down! But he has a fairy sword.
No. Oh, he still has that.
So that makes 3 of the 4 runners have used their fairies. I think BigDunka's the only one still hanging on to his. And there's the cape!
Oh, baby. Now, we do not want Thieves Town Big Chest to be on. What is that? What was that?
I didn't see that cape coming.
Well, I meant the loud sound from your end, but...
Wrestling fans should pick up on that meme.
Oh my. Okay, so I want the long line of big keys leading to the Thieves Town Big Key at the very end. But I guess we're about to find out what it is anyway, so...
Yep. BigDunka heading over to Bumper Cave. We'll put John Cena's cape to use.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Some things it's better you don't know, trust me.
Oh, I do know this. You know, 2 of our runners are... Oh, I guess there was a sword somewhere on one of the bosses, wasn't there?
Landmola's had the 3rd sword, and it was Thieves Town Big Key.
Alright, everybody turn down your volume.
Because I believe we are now in go mode.
Alright.
We now return you to your regular scheduled volume.
That wasn't nearly as bad as Shades. Shades is blow out your eardrums with the sound.
Yeah, I was talking with Shades beforehand. He gave me the warning of you don't want to go as loud as I do on occasion. And Kyle enters go mode with that big key as well.
I've learned turn it down to like 1/10 of the normal volume when Shades is on commentary. If you value your hearing.
And soon we will finally see what pun we have today from Blind. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Even the Hellway is not going to be so bad because everybody is fully equipped for this one. Laven finishing Misery Mire probably going to start doing that cape run. As Dr. Bob starting Ice Palace.
Oh boy, he's late to the party on that one though. Poor Bob. It looks like our top 2 runners are just Thieves Town away from, you know.
Thieves Town, Ganon's Tower, Agatu, Big Pig, and then we'll be done.
Top tracker has it easy.
GT Big Key was in the back of the tavern, yes. Yep. Not even bothering with the full clear for this dungeon, just getting the bare minimum necessary to get the job done. Alright, Blind, what do you got to say today? Tap dancers routine runs hot and cold.
I wonder how many of those are by cross product.
Yep. Yes, chat, you're correct. Viddy had the cape, which led to the Thieves Town Big Key.
Go figure, am I right?
Probably.
Alright. Oh, well, normally we would have this fun little guessing game, but unfortunately in Keysanity that guessing game is not a thing.
There is, I believe, a selection that is pulled from when the seed is generated for the various texts, like Blind's Pun, what Ganon says at the end, and things like that. Looks like Laven's heading into T-Rock.
Well, we're having a bit of a lull in the action. If if you like what you've seen, please do follow these runners. They have been putting on an excellent show for all of us and are very brave to be willing to be restreamed.
Far braver souls than I.
And also follow Clifford and my fellow commentator and our trackers. Without those trackers, we could not do our jobs properly.
Now, without the trackers, we would have no idea what was going on, so definitely thanks to them. And Clifford for handling the restream. Without him, we couldn't see what was going on.
And also follow Feasel and the Speed Gaming channels. And be sure to support the family. Because Feasel's awesome.
Yep, we also have, I don't know if it's still going into January, but if you have sent at least 250 bits or have subscribed to any of the Speed Gaming channels when there is a poll for the third race of the day, you can have a vote in terms of what that third race is. There's always an open and a Keysanity to go with it. Race time's usually about 2 to 3 p.m. and then 8 and 11 p.m., all those Eastern time. And for Keysanities, I usually personally like to see somewhere between 2 hours 10, 2 hours 30. So 2 hours flat for me, I would think that's a bit fast, but I haven't seen every single Keysanity run that's been on Speed Game.
I mean, this is gonna be close to around 2 hours, not 10 minutes to climb the tower. Is it?
I don't think it is. Depends on how trolly the upper half of the tower and, well, that troll dorm especially can be.
I mean,
But also, you gotta...
is annoying, but he's not that bad that it would take 10 minutes.
And it looks like everybody's going to be very similarly equipped. Now, here's the question. Do you open up the chest in the upper half of Ganon's tower as you're going up in hopes of finding a mail upgrade? Or you just say, forget it, I'm go mode, and just blaze through?
I would, but that's because I'm a scrub. And because
Curious to see what our runners do.
I have an unfortunate habit of when it gets this close to being a full clear, I just like to full clear. Just for giggles.
Understandable. And we have had actually our first finisher with an SRL time of 1 hour 51:04. Pika Pals, improving personal best by about 6 minutes. Congrats and GG to our first finisher.
Holy cow! Congrats, Pika Pals. Wonder when that happened.
It literally just happened. It's like literal minute ago.
2 minutes ago. Oh, ow, BigDunka. Oh, well, at least he has a fairy, but that hurts.
Yeah, and now all 4 have used their fairies. 1 layer of safety gone. Dr. Bob picking up that safety goo. See, I am not the most speed efficient going through the upper half of Ganon's tower, and I'm also a good fan of bombos, so my respect to anybody running through these properly and not just bombosing every room on site.
I like to just bombos everything before it has a chance to kill me.
Oh, looks like the trackers just removed a cold stare clear. Was that a second death on cold stare? Oh!
Oh dear. That's not good. That's one of the worst bosses to die to.
Yeah, because it is a very long way back down, and it's a crystal. You have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun. That and Vitreous. It's funny, the finals of the tournament actually ended with Kransoon losing by 15 seconds, and probably the biggest mistake he made was dying to Vitreous. Was rather sad, actually.
There was one time back before the randomizer came out, I was still playing vanilla. I was trying to get the perfect game. No fairy usage, no deaths. And I was doing so well, and then I tried something new on Vidi, and there was the end after over 3 hours, because I was also 100%ing. And
what did you do?
I don't remember. But there is mail right after Moldrum in the final chest. Some might call it a validation chest, but it has a mail upgrade. So one of the two has been found.
Yep.
Another forfeit, unfortunately, due to a soft lock. Oh, it's always sad to see.
Soft locked. What? What did he soft lock?
The world may never know. BigDunka on the Aga 2 fight. Bit of rage there.
I mean, we know this isn't a soft lock seed.
Kyle picking up the armor upgrade on the way to Aga 2.
And BigDunka may very well be the second place finisher, and Kyle LPM may very well be the third, or vice versa.
Only got one finisher first. All depends on Ganon Falls. I gotta say, this I think is the first seed I have seen where that final chest actually proved to be something useful. Ganon's muttering about deja vu. Kyle takes down Aga 2 and will be on Ganon shortly.
Retort, please take Ganon warps back out. And
And BigDunka's
wait.
looking like he might possibly be number 2. We'll see if anybody snipes him out.
Let me do it.
And there it is, second place SRL time, 1 hour 58:25. GG BigDunka.
GG's. And I'll invite him in for an interview.
All right, we'll see if he wants to join us for some post-run discussion, as Kyle hopefully will not fall as the floor starts opening up. A few rage slashes from Lavan, getting that big key on the bumper ledge. There we go, GG for Kyle. We'll see the time in a moment. First place is Pika Pals, second place BigDunka.
And
There it is, third place, Kyle LPN, official SRL time, 1 hour 59:29. GG.
Oh, and we have
Bob's about to reach cold stare, and Laven's going through.
Bring him in. Hello, BigDunka. GG.
Thank you. GG's.
So the seed apparently has a name, and it's John Cena.
Oh, I love that.
So what did you think of this? No rods.
Yeah, I think this is only the second time I've gone through without a fire rod. And the first time definitely on Keysanity. That's a little weird, but the whole time digging for that last map, the last map when Desert came out, and I was just checked, and I was thrilled to see that it was the crystal, because now you're saving yourself 2 rods at the end there. So that was a huge advantage at that point. And that was just basically hunting down the breadcrumbs. Once you got through Desert, everything you got was going to lead you exactly to the next piece. There was no questions asked. So it was really easy from that point.
Yeah, at some point it did definitely feel very linear once you started getting through Ice Palace, then leading to Mire, obviously. When Vinny had the cape, it was just like, yep, we're done.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was concerned because we knew the big key was there, from the beginning. I saw that really early, and I was really concerned that was going to be the Turtle Rock key, and then we're just going to go right down the rabbit hole.
All right.
Yeah, because I think we said there were 3 big keys we didn't know at that point. Thankfully, it was Eve's Town. Go ahead.
We've had 3 finishers. Wolf 38 finished in 4th with a time of 2 hours 37 seconds. But Zappa Evil Brox the 4th has finished in 5th with a time of 2:01:30, and Dwayne has finished in 6th with a time of 2:01:35. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the comment coming in from Dwayne, what moment of dumbness?
Not even going to ask.
Unfit. I deemed one item not worth of my time, and sure enough...
It's always the one item. I mean, the one thing that was refreshing about this seed, the bow was super early for once.
Oh, that Eastern was crazy. Because you get the bow, and then you're thinking, oh yeah, I guess I'm going to Eastern without the key, and then it's the vanilla big key.
Yep.
And that was I was definitely not expecting that. Because I went to Death Mountain before I even went to Eastern, just on the thought process of, oh well, I have the bow and the lantern's already out there. Maybe the Eastern big key is up there, and I can finish it. And then obviously it didn't hit, and it's like, I guess we'll go to Eastern anyway. And then you open that chest, you see the big key, and then no message. And you're like, wow, that just happened.
Yep, it's always fun when it's like, there's a key, where's the message? The message is not there.
Yeah, so no, I really enjoyed that scene. I thought that was actually a very, again, no fire rod. So that was very strange. But I thought it was pretty good. There wasn't a lot that threw you off on this one. It kind of led you to point A to point B. And it did it effectively. It did it efficiently.
Swords were generous too, if I remember right. Aktheboker finishing 7th place, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 51 seconds, and not very happy with how the seed planned out. I'll save the actual details of the comment. As we've had another give up. Willard, oh, so sad.
Willard, you're bad. And no, I'm not offending him. I'm just saying what he has literally put as a command in his chat.
Well, let's see if Kyle wants to join us here. Finished about a whole exact minute behind you.
Yeah, I'll step out here for you guys. Again, thanks for everything, and hope everybody enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too.
And GG's again.
I appreciate it. Thank you much.
Have a great night.
Dr. Bob getting the Big Fairy, Small Key, Desert Palace, and Blue Cane finally.
Hi.
awesome.
Yeah, you know you're on like in front of like 1,000 people.
I don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with that?
No, I just wanted to inform you before you.
Okay. Well, I contribute to the family. Do you contribute to the family?
Yeah.
Do you?
Once Math Girl's done with that side conversation,
That'd be
we'll bring her
awesome.
back in as I'm going to see
I
if
do,
Kyle wants
and-
to join us for an interview here. As 8th place, checks human, 2 hours, 5 minutes, 54 seconds. GG. Kyle chose to decline the interview, so we'll just wait for our next finisher. Lavan just entering Gannon's tower, big key, small key. That's a charge right off the top. The item tracker we are using, I believe, is a custom build. I don't know the details offhand. I just know I clicked the buttons and it works. And as we're waiting for our last few finishing up, feel free to follow our trackers, follow the runners, follow us here on commentary.
My
Support Speed
apologies
Gaming,
about
consider a
that.
donation to subscribing to the channel. Get all sorts of fun things and possibility of voting in future randomizer runs.
Alright, it looks like we've had 2 more finishes. Checks human and yeah, I can never ink none.
There are a few various modes to the randomizer. What you're seeing here, Keysanity, where all the dungeon items are scrambled into the bag of distributed items. You also have open mode, which basically is Zelda's been rescued, but no chests have been opened, so you don't have to deal with all the rain and such at the beginning. There is also, I believe, it's called the classic mode, I want to say, that plays as normal, and you will get your sword and shield from the uncle. You know perfectly well who Kyle is. Kyle LPN, right there. Top right corner of your screen. But he's in chat, I guess, if you want to ask questions that way. Standard mode, thank you.
Did something just happen about... Oh, there we go. Nice. I am unmuted.
Gonna see what's going on Dr. Bob's side. Seems frozen there as Lavan is coming up Gannon's tower.
Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, chat.
It happens.
My father has no respect whatsoever.
It's family. And in the meantime, we have had a few more finishers Inknun, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. 9th place, SRL time 2 hours, 6 minutes, 46 seconds. Yume Subasa CH, 10th place, 2:07:42. Maximum Barnage, 11th place, 2 hours, 9 minutes flat, and 22 seconds behind Dragon Master 0283, 2 hours, 9 minutes, 22 seconds. And Unfit, 13th place, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 17 seconds.
And Willard,
Oh,
what
Willard!
the heck?
Willard, what are you doing? You're crazy, man. 14th place, 2:10:48. Apparently, he decided not to forfeit after all.
Okay, that's allowed, I guess? Question mark?
And Lavan falls to the Troll Dorm.
I guess he's an admin anyway, so it's not like... Oh, ow. Ow. Okay.
Oh, that would explain it, Willard. That would explain it.
What was in Chicken Hut again? And DT has finished in 15th place with a time of 2:11:24.
It was a moon
And-
pearl there, by the way. GG in the name of DT. Aaron Doby, 16th place, 2:11:39.
Tried something
And
dumb
Troll Dorm
against
striking
Gannon.
second time. Oh.
Tried something dumb against Gannon and fell. I wonder what the heck he did.
As Dr. Bob finishes off a full clear of pod. And Lavan picks up the mail upgrade, a few rage slashes. Wait, is it? No, a Bombos too! That's venting frustration.
And he's not gonna pick it up!
Oh no! That's gonna be a fun item for the interview.
He's not gonna pick it up! Oh no! That's sad.
I think, honestly, that's the first time I have seen that final chest actually have something important-ish.
Oh man. Man. I remember once seeing both opponents had Master Sword and one person checked it and the other didn't. And they didn't have silvers and it had the tempered sword.
And I believe out of all the Keysanities that I've seen, this one has the most unaccounted for items of any that I've seen so far.
What? We only have 4 missing.
4 missing items, a sword, and 2 shield upgrades. And as Lavan finishes up Aga 2, give you a read through as to what we have discovered in this seed. Both
20
Battle
rupees.
Vendor.
20 rupees, Cyromer.
Yeah, vanilla, that would be a big 20. The bow this time is at the Battle Vendor. Silvers in the first chest of the Skull Woods. Blue Meringue and Hookshot Cave. Red Meringue in Kakariko Well. Paradox Cave was where the Hookshot was. Uncle's chest had the Mushroom Checkerboard Cave for the powder. Rods, we don't know.
Number play has finished with a time of 2:13:47 with the comment, couldn't have checked anything else before go mode.
One way to make sure you don't miss anything is simply don't miss anything. Bombos, Ether, and Quake were Troll Dorm first fight, the Thieves' Hut, and Ice Palace big chest. Lamp in the mini Moldworm Cave Hammer, Eastern Palace big chest.
Oh, ow. Fire bat. Get no warps, please.
Yeah, Laven's doing this without blue mail, so those hits are gonna be costly.
Oh, ouch. And it was right there. It was right there. If he dies, then we tell him where it is. He's gonna be so upset. Although he's on final phase with Silvers, I doubt he's going to die. Oh,
So-
no. Okay, good. They have
Using the blue goo, good call there.
Oh, right. They don't have Fire Rod. I forgot about that. Levant. Oh,
Yep,
Levant
no rods here.
did a very good job.
Let me finish my quick read of where everything else was. The shovel we don't know, flute was at Thieves' Hut, book was in the Eastern Palace compass chest, bottles were at Link's house, the C-shaped house, right half of Ice Palace, Misery Mire Spikes. Cane
Okay,
of Sonari was in the library, Cane of Burna, and the Pyramid Fairy. Go ahead.
Let's give a GG to LavanFirestorm, who I will read off the time when he enters the door. LavanFirestorm has finished in 18th place with a time of 2:15:37. GG. And then Sigma follows closely behind with a 2:16:14.
And the last item's Cape Vidi had that led to the big key for Thieves Town. Mirror was in the pod crystal switch room.
There is no forfeit in the IRC chat from DoctorBobtastic.
Probably just lost a stream feed there.
Well, they were asking in chat.
Glove and mitts were dark room of Castle Escape and the pod chest opposite Fairy Room. Flippers were in Salad Shooter's back room. Moon Pearl was in the chicken house. Swords, the three that we found, Mini Moldrum Cave, Thieves Town, in the first fight against the Landmullas. And the only shield up we have seen was in the pod maze. Blue mail, validation chest.
Hello and welcome to LavanFirestorm. GG.
GG.
So there's one item that we have seen from the stream that you did not find. Are you curious what it might be and where it was?
No, I'm guessing it's a mail upgrade.
Yep, that chest that you totally destroyed at Bombos had a mail upgrade.
Of course it did. That's fine.
Good choice on the blue goo right there at the end. What do you think of the seed overall? Nice to have an early bow, I suppose.
It would have been nice if I would have been able to purchase it before going over into Eastern Palace.
Quite fair.
I didn't have enough money.
Oh,
Yeah, the
dear.
money was a bit of a struggle for some people early on. Late game, 300's about.
I believe you were the first one into Easter, but you did not have the bow or the lamp, which the others had by that point. Or at least somebody had found it, I guess.
Yeah, I went through the first dark room and found that vanilla big key. And I was like, oh, well, a bow would be handy here. And then I went and got the bow. I could have had this.
Hold on. And that's the final. And that's gotta be Kane.
Yep, Dr. Bob just picked up his red cane in the library. Will be go mode shortly, I'm sure. Just trolled by poor execution, I think. Just
Oh, ouch. That's kinda... It's been a rough seed.
That is for sure.
Magnon17 has finished in 20th place with a time of 2:19:24. GG.
so. How about that Thieves Town big key?
I thought it was a small key up there.
Oh.
Like, I saw it there, but I'm like, that was a small key up there, wasn't it? And I go back there after I finally get the cave, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be, Swamp Palace, big key, and into Fire Rod.
Yeah, that Swamp Big Key. Where was that? On the top of Spectacle Rock, I think.
I don't think we ever found it.
No, I don't. I never found it.
Or sorry, the Swamp Small Key. My bad.
Yeah,
Yes,
small
that
key was
was-
Spectacle Rock, I believe.
Also,
Yeah.
we have 21st place. Someone 325 has finished with 219.36. And apparently the race bot has given voice to DoctorBobtastic? Question mark.
He rejoined the IRC.
Why did he leave?
Probably had a connection
probably
issue,
the
which is
same
why we
reason
had to
his stream
disable
went
him for a
down.
moment. Yeah,
Ah.
probably just had an internet issue that resolved itself, came back, and they just reset everything just fine. As he enters Turtle Rock.
Oh boy.
I didn't want to dive into Turtle Rock. I really didn't.
Did we?
Yeah, you don't want to go in there without either of the rods, which I think this is the first run I've ever seen where the rods were not required. Either of them.
I kind of want to know where they were.
No idea from our featured 4, I'll tell you that.
I mean, be a people's champ and go ahead and go look. You don't have to.
If anybody in the chat or anybody who's finished that is in the chat wants to shoot a message privately over to JTN2002 in Discord, I can definitely appreciate some foresight if somebody found something that our featured 4 did not see.
My guess is it's probably in GT somewhere.
GT Basement was entirely untouched, so that is likely.
Yeah, I had to remember how to do the 4 torches room with just that. I'm so used to using the fire rods on them.
Ugh,
Bob
yeah.
just picked up his Misery Mire big key.
But he doesn't know where the Thievestown big key is my guess here.
Well, he also doesn't have the cape yet, so maybe getting the cape off of Viddy will jog the memory there.
Like if I would have had more keys, I probably would have kept going even further in. Oh no, I didn't have the Turtle Rock big key. That's right. That is also unlocated, at least by me.
I would tell you, but I don't think we did. But I kind of closed my notes after someone hit go mode.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that were just not necessary here, which is nice.
Which I think is the most we've seen out of, at least that I've seen out of any Keysanity so far. And this, I believe, is the third one I'm in a commentary for.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm used to seeing crazy 5-item deep fetch quests, and none of that happened as we listened to Dr. Bob getting the big 20 out of Turtle Rock.
Oh, well, I am going to head to bed. Thank you guys very much for commentating. I'll have to watch back probably tomorrow.
Thank you, and when the first player goes go mode, you may want to lower the volume a little bit. Fair warning when you watch the VOD. It was an exciting moment.
A little loud, huh?
Not as loud as some others, but it was an exciting moment, let's just say that.
Nothing wrong with a little excitement. That's what the fun is, right?
Have a great night, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
So I believe we still have 31 total in the race, 21 of whom have finished. Shield on Bob's torch, and Stelphos Room having the shovel and Turtle Rock big key. Figures. When in doubt, it's against Tower. GG to Plasma Kappa, 22nd place, 221.50. Wise choice, ending the Turtle Rock dive at that point. Got a big key, got the small key, that is all done. As Dr. Bob goes back into Misery and Meyer, want to thank our 2 trackers. Call me Hefe, Restidator, couldn't have done it without you. Keeping us informed as the race went on. And I think if I had to rate this seed on how trolly it was, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. What do you think, Math Girl? Of course, 1 being completely predictable and 10 being pulling your hair out and most of the runners forfeiting. Okay, the other male was in Rando Room, and Fire Rod buried in Gaddon's Tower. Jeez. I think we lost you for a moment, Math Girl. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. Yep, heard the crackling of sound, figured the audio issues are coming back. I was going to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being predictable and 10 being 2/3 of the racers dot forfeit, how trolly would you say this seed is on that 1 to 10 scale? I'd give it a 4.
I responded. I guess you guys didn't hear me. I said a 7.
A 7, okay. And Kayung 92, 23rd place, 228.46 GG. As we'll probably soon see DoctorBobtastic give a couple of eyefuls to Vinny here. And Bruce Van JP. Go ahead.
Bruce Van JP has finished in 24th with a time of 2:29.21, improving his personal best by 30 minutes. Congratulations.
Plasma's comment send help.
Oh dear. don't know. I don't know that I'd call it trolling. It's just more like there was so much roundabout going back and forth and across the world to do this and that.
Yeah, the fetch questing wasn't so strong. That's why I gave it a lower troll rating. Just because you didn't have that. Oh, you need this, then that leads to this. 5 items later, you finally get the big key you're waiting for.
You mean what you wish for in a seed is a 10?
Yes.
I like.
I
how
don't
you
root
think.
for a 10. I root for like a 9 or an 8. Not a full 10. Oh gosh, no. Then we'd be on commentary for 4 hours. Don't want that.
Oh, sure we do. Why would you not want to be on commentary for 4 hours? That'd be awesome.
I don't have enough caffeine for that length of time.
I mean, as long as we're starting earlier in the day.
Fair enough.
All right. And DoctorBobtastic is about to be in Goma just as soon as he picks up his key. I think. Right? Yes, he will.
Brilliant, Jay.
Hello,
The chat
Willard.
10 out of 10 will full clear again, and welcome to the chat, Willard.
Welcome, Willard. GG, sir.
And the 4th featured runner is officially in go mode.
Leak Games has finished with an official time of 2:31.47 and 25th place. GG.
So, Willard, gotta ask you, what was going on there? I noticed some things in the SRL channel. And did you get a mail upgrade?
Probably not, knowing Willard.
I don't know if Willard's one of those people that would bomb the chest, bombos it, ether it, and all that stuff.
Willard does not like any form of, I guess, position.
He did get that blue tunic. Okay.
Really, Willard? I'm surprised. I would think that meme would be one of those things that you don't like. But
It's a
good for you.
chest. It's still a free item. You're passing by it. My opinion of it is you might as well. Sure, you might not save a few frames, but when you're talking that small of a time difference, I'd say it's worth it.
I mean, you know, Christos Owen lost to Ben by 2 seconds, I think it was. Things like this can happen.
I think, though, I'd only do it in a Keysanity. If it was an open or another type, then I'd probably bypass the chest, especially if I had armor already.
Yeah. Alright, and Kyong says, comment, about 30 minutes stuck, probably for the same reason the forfeits happened. Interesting seed overall, though. And then Leak Games says, 10 minutes totally lost early on, and that was just the beginning.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds where you could stumble around and just you miss that one thing in your village progression, and it can totally throw you off.
Where was Man Pearl, Willard?
Chicken House.
Why did I think Chicken House was in Dark World, Kakariko?
Because that's where something big in the C-shaped house was.
Hello, DT. GG to you as well. Okay. I'm sorry, DT. if it
It's
makes
all right.
you-
He's probably just wearing the cape.
If it makes you feel any better, Willard, I skipped the well somehow by accident once, and it had the flute, which was required to get to Meyer.
Oh, Thieves Town big chest we get to see.
Oh no, is he just gonna do a full clear?
Small key to Hyrule Castle. Move on. Nothing to see here.
Well, there's that key. One of the two, anyway.
Dr. Bob raging heavily against Blind here. As on commentary, we are whistling and twiddling our thumbs, awaiting our last finisher here.
I didn't even notice.
There's the last crystal.
You heard nothing, Willard. Peppa. What can I say? I like the blind music so much I didn't even notice I was whistling it.
I like the music that plays like the chess game, the digging game. Not to the point where I whistle it, but it is kind of a catchy tune.
I don't know, it just has this nice rhythmic sound, some of the music in this game.
So, tomorrow's runs, in case you are curious as to what's happening tomorrow, we have a 2 p.m. Eastern open seed, an 8 p.m. Keysanity, and perhaps Willard can tell us what sort of craziness we can expect at 11 p.m. tomorrow, if it has been determined yet. Yeah, Number Play is doing us a favor in spading out the locations that were not checked by our featured for.
Yeah, bro.
And what I would believe, at least from my opinion, is the most atypical seed I have seen yet.
Oh man, this seed. This seed.
Ganon's Tower stacked with a lot of, not necessarily in this case, useful stuff. So if you wanted to do 100% all dungeons clearing, then maybe this might have been your 4-dip Ganon Tower seed.
You know, it would actually be funny if they added 100% all chests full clear requirement as one of the categories, just to like see how good your routing is and how good your execution is.
You would definitely need a how many chests in overworld display, much like how the Keysanity shows you if you have the compass for a dungeon. That would definitely be a big help. If
Yeah,
you had
no.
actually 100% truly. And it would be the mode that I would play the most.
Same. I think that would be a lot of fun for a lot of people. Just like, because that more than anything would show how good is your routing, how good is your execution, how do they pair nicely.
My routing's pretty good. My execution is utter garbage.
Same. Pretty much.
Still don't know Ice Rod or Butter Sword, but we did find the other two shields though.
And DoctorBobtastic is finally heading up the Ganon's Tower. No more finishers or forfeits yet.
Bless you.
That was a hiccup, sorry. Pantelis has finished with his time of 2:40.08 in the 26th place. And here's where I just bombos everything. Because I can.
Yup, I just don't like dealing with these rooms at all. And I'll usually have a blue potion on hand, and worst case, before the Ganon fight, I'll pick them up anyway.
I like this comment
much money.
by Pantelis. Less of a seed than it was just a brick to the face. Yeah, poor Pantelis. Poor everybody in this race. Agreed, Briage. What you see out there?
I'm seeing horrible ice physics out here. That's what I'm seeing. This room deserves some bombos to the face.
Oh, sorry, my cat is like wanting attention over here. I forget I don't have push to talk. I would, but my cat doesn't like to talk much.
Alright, give me a sec while I refresh my windows here and try to kill some of the lag.
No, just the Ganon fight. Oh, I guess you mean.
I don't think there's anything scheduled in terms of Link to the Past races. Is there something coming up at 2 a.m. Eastern?
Why did that show up when I take schedule? Okay.
Just gives the, oh, there's the speed gaming schedule. You pull that up. Nope, we're off air till the, here on the first channel, 10 a.m. The Rabby double anti-bingo?
Oh my goodness. I don't think Bob has practiced this in a while. Alright, this should be good.
I remember an old movie quote, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Oh, that fall of wizards.
Oh. Oh man.
And the only reason this is difficult is because, again, no fire rod. How many times you practiced that room without it?
I don't think I ever have. I probably should.
Yeah, this seed, I guess the best thing to take out of this is just be subtle in the back of your head reminder of things that could potentially happen, and to be on the lookout for in case they do actually occur.
Man, there's just, like, they talk about what could have happened in the IRC, but it's like, there's like a dozen different things that could have caused people to forfeit in this.
I mean, as it was going on, I never got personally to the point where I thought, okay, I can't think of anything left to check, and usually that's the point where that forfeit option starts becoming a consideration. As there goes a Ganon fall, or children fall. Ouch. going for dash strats, and then 1 dash, 1 spin, done. Let's see if he picks up this mail upgrade.
He will, I'm sure he will.
Yes, he did. His 4th of the 27 chests opened. Wow.
Alright, off to Aga 2 and then Gannon. Double. What is he doing? You're hitting him in the wrong direction. There you go.
Just waiting for that one good hit.
I think that was a 20022. I want to say.
I feel like we keep ending up here, don't you? It's like deja vu all over again. Yes, it's the 4th time we've seen you today, Gannon.
Alright, let's do this.
Not trolling, it was really a hard to execute seed. The first armor upgrade was Validation Chest. Logic was fairly sound, but execution really just needed to be on point. Oh, that's Butter Sword and Turtle Rock Big Chest. Go figure.
Oh, sorry.
I think we're both getting slowly sick of this seed and just want it to be done.
Oh, I've been at that point for a while. This would be one of those seeds that I happily throw in my computer's recycle bin.
Yep, I remember I was trying 1 Keysanity myself, and I got about an hour and realized I had to pull off a incredibly underprepared boss fight, and I just found a gif of a white flag and just put it over my stream and said, I'm done with this. As we see Dr. Bob slugging it out the old-fashioned way against Gannon here. Just taking it nice and easy, no trying to go for the double arrows.
And he's finished with an SRL race time of... Oh, sorry. Too soon on that one. We will
2:48.12.
GG, and I have sent him a message inviting him for an interview.
And there's that last item that we did not find. Thank you, number play.
Alright, I'm gonna pull him in. Hello, DoctorBobtastic. GG, sir.
Well, hi. I'm some form of awful.
Well, you at least got your wish to have a Swag Duck anthem.
Well, there is that. I'll take that.
So,
And pretty early on.
Yep. Now, do you sing it when you run or no?
Do I what? Sort of. Depends on if anybody's listening, and also, I mean, I usually like to come up with new lyrics, but that's really hard to do on the fly while I'm racing. So,
Fair enough. What are your takeaways from that seed besides the need to execute at the highest level? Because armor was just no. The other armor was in Gannon's Tower, by the way. We did find that out from some of the runners.
I mean, I got blue mail, so there was that.
Validation
end.
blue mail, yep.
But yeah, so number one, practice cold stare, because holy crap.
Yes.
Yes.
I
but-
saw an enemizer that put him at the bottom of Ganon's Tower where the armors normally are. I saw it, I just said,
Gross.
yep, that's gonna be my practice for cold stare one day.
Seems legit. Let me get into the chat.
And I think the only other really thing we noticed that was an oddball item with this seed, that big key right on the bumper ledge.
Yeah, there was that. That was pretty bad. I mean, I was like, as soon as Vitreous dropped the cape, I was like, really? Really? Is this what you're doing to me? Are we doing this right now? But yeah, we had that. Let's see. I also died to Argus like a dumb person.
Yeah, the
So
bosses were trolling you pretty hard.
Be prepared is the thing. I had the opportunity to go buy potions and things like that, and I was like, oh, I got this, blah, blah, blah. No, just do it. Just be prepared for the inevitable soul-crushing defeat and get good.
Safety always should be a priority for sure. Go ahead, Math Girl.
Huh?
You had to look like you were going to say something, sorry.
No, I was just kind of dead in the mind right now.
Yeah, especially when you get beyond the 2-hour mark. I know from the very few seeds that I play, at that point, your brain just turns to mush.
So, what was it that trolled everybody? I mean, I know saw a lot of things in there saying, you know, I got trolled so hard and I hate this and blah blah blah.
There were some key sequence breaks that just
mean-
made some items earlier accessible. From what I
Okay.
saw, it wasn't necessarily a logic hang-up. It was mostly execution kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, like,
I mean, of
did
course,
the-
if you didn't have early money, that could have been a problem because of Bottle Vendor
Mm.
having the bow.
Right. That's what Houlihan is for. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, you are the only one of the 4 that did a Houlihan, and it definitely paid off in that regard.
Yep. The only reason I do Houlihan, and I only do it for Keysanity, is because, you know, there's a lot of 300 rupees and you love that sort of thing, but a lot of those get replaced with keys and things in Keysanity, so you're just less likely to find them. So I'm just like,
So the odds
Try
are you're going to have to
next
buy
time,
the bombs
Bugnet.
anyway.
Bugnet, what?
Yeah, no Bugnet. Nope, don't need that today. Don't need rods either. As you have
Yeah,
never seen that
this is-
before.
Rodless seed. I was like, what?
Oh man, I cannot stand it when there's no fire rod requirement because I cannot do those torch rooms in upstairs Gideon's Tower.
Yeah, I was
Yup.
improvising there. I was like, I have not done this before.
I don't
what am I
think
gonna do?
anybody has done that before. I mean, vanilla, I've never done that before.
You know, in the right setup, like we had today, it could be in like, oh, I don't know, say, you know, chest after Troll Dorm 2, validation chest.
The upside with never finding the fire rod is I never got hung up trying to kill Mothula with green mail.
Oh,
Mothula? What Mothula? We didn't see it
Exactly.
at all.
did Chad ever find fire rod / ice rod?
I think they found Fire Rod in Ganon's Tower, and I think the Ice Rod was in Turtle Rock Big Chest. I know
Gross.
Numberplay was spading out a lot of that stuff. Try to
Oh.
accept the Bugnet.
Oh my goodness! Of course he did. You know,
I mean,
we
yeah,
really
I've done green mail Mothula, but I don't want to, and so I was glad I didn't find the fire rod. Oh boy, this was an
it was
interesting thing.
something.
Did anybody get trolled by the glove in the dark escape?
I don't think so.
It hung people up. It hung, I think, one person up for a little bit.
Okay. And did anybody get trolled by Helmasaur?
What about him?
Well, I just left Helmasaur till I was like, I can't do Helmasaur. And
See, this is why I wait till I have as many pod small keys as I can.
There was a lot of multi-dipping in the pod overall, I would say. But that sort of is inevitable with Keysanity, because 14 chests, 6 keys.
I mean, you had to go in there the first time, basically with no keys in hand,
What is all that
to get
noise in
the
back?
Titan's mitts and the mirror.
Yeah, the mitts were a very nice find in there. And Master Sword was also pretty early.
Yeah, Master Sword. Where did I find Master Sword? I feel dumb.
You had a mini Moldworm for the first and Thieves Town for the second.
Thieves Town, right. And of course,
And below
Thieves
said the
Town
third.
being the very last dungeon you had to finish at the end. It's just like, really?
Yeah, but those first 4 chests, they're worth a good check because you're there anyway.
Yeah,
And
in
it's
Keysanity,
not much of a time
Town
save on
is a
double
4-chest overworld cave that happens to have a back door.
Yup. Couldn't have phrased that better myself. As Yoshi348 finishes 28th place, SRL time, 2 hours, 56 minutes, 16 seconds.
I'm not last. I'm not last.
I think we ended with 31 after 3 forfeits, starting at 34.
How many people have finished?
My first run, I finished 50th of 51, so...
Oh, one
Yeah.
more thing I forgot to do, and I don't know if you guys noticed this. I forgot to look at the library as I was going through.
Oh!
I completely
no.
forgot to look at the library, and so it was in the back of my head. I'm like, I should really go there once I find the boots.
Yup, that was a notes item.
Yeah, and it ended up being the last thing I went to. But I did know that I didn't check the library. I just hadn't
Didn't
thought
get
about
time.
bonk sots yet.
Oh man, that's
So, yeah.
rough. I mean, Willard missed the moon pearl in the chicken house.
Gross.
Yeah, there were a few things that just... If you weren't thorough, it bit you on this seed.
Yeah, that's why I rated it a 7 out of 10 on the troll standard.
As a
it was
Plando
fun.
builder, I rated it a 4 because I know how bad it can be. There was, thankfully, no fetch quest sequence of Doom this time.
I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
much.
usually I'd say a seed is bad if it isn't at least either Aga or pedestal required, but this one I'll give it a break because it was pretty trolly in its own right.
Yeah. So I like I said, I enjoyed this quite a bit actually. Like I said, I love Keysanity. That's why I'm doing the tournament coming up, because I'm gonna lose like all 5 of my matches, but I'm gonna have fun because Keysanity is awesome.
You won't lose all 5 if you get paired up with me.
I don't know about that.
My PB is like 3.5 hours.
My PB is a 257, but that's on an open. The one Keysanity I tried, DNF, I'll just leave it at that.
I think my actual fastest finish is on a Keysanity seed, just because I'm weird.
You know what? It's the same for me, but it's like I know the key logic for that well enough that I can just be like, okay, I can do this, and this to finish with the least number of keys necessary.
I also sat there for like a couple minutes trying the hammer jump, but I got it eventually.
Saw you practicing that before the run started, actually, before we went
Yeah.
live.
The hammer
Yeah.
jump is one trick that is actually useful for Keysanity.
Bob, have you ever tried from the top? Like, it's like 1,000 times easier.
Have I tried what?
Have you tried bomb jumping from the top hammer jump.
From the
Instead
top?
Instead of coming in from the bottom corner, coming in on the top corner.
I think. I mean, I've never tried it. I don't know if it. I don't think it would work.
It works
Just-
for me.
Really?
Yeah, I always do it from the top.
I have never seen it done that way.
Works the
I
same.
mean, I would imagine it still requires some precision.
Oh yeah, it's still the same, but it's like you have more time.
Oh, because it's further up the path that is falling behind you.
Well, no, it's more like the path
Oh.
doesn't start falling till later.
Oh, enter the room from the top door versus the bottom door, but you bomb jump from the same place. Thank you for the clarification there, Willard.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It gives you more time because the floor doesn't start falling until you get almost there, instead of like falling as you're walking to where you want to go.
interesting. I didn't even know you could get. I thought it started falling as soon as you walk in the door, so I just didn't even think about that.
Oh, it does, but if you go down the stairs, which you end up doing anyway, because you're gonna get those 2 chests in the basement, as soon as you come back up, the room is reset.
But you got to go downstairs to do it. So there's benefits and drawbacks, like there is. Everything is a
Right.
gamble, and gambles did not pay in this scene.
But I mean, the thing is that you're gonna go down to the basement a pod anyway, because you want those 2 chests. So you're
All right,
not-
so I assume that I was the last person on stream to finish, so
yeah,
Correct.
you were-
yeah. So I'm guessing that you guys probably want to wrap it up pretty soon.
I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah,
pretty
sleep
tired.
is becoming a near essential. The jet lag is
Sleep
starting.
is good. I'm a fan.
So-
It's 2:00 in the morning here.
Yeah, East Coast, not the best coast for this time slot. But again, tomorrow we got an open seat at 2 o'clock, Keysanity at 8, and 11, who knows what sort of craziness we're going to be thrown at by the admins. On
All
behalf of myself, our 4 featured runners, Math Girl, excellent doing commentary with you. Our trackers, of course, Recitator, Call Me Hefe, couldn't have done it without you guys either. I'll leave you, Math Girl, with the last words.
Well, good night, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope you enjoyed the break from work/school, and have a great night/day. This is Math Girl, and then this night.